Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2021. It's Career Mode Run, episode number 3. So we're just getting started still, and we've got this really weak team this first year. Coming up on 15K to go in the International Grand Prix for Rhodes. Our next race is also going to be here in Rhodes and more of a tour. But let's see what we can do with this one. It is a sponsor objective. We need to try to crack the top 10. Generally, that would be easy. But our sprinter, Aribe, who already has no resistance, sitting on a -2, when he should be sitting on a fitness peak, having a +3. His teammates had nice race day condition draws. He technically drew a -5, a +3 base, and a -2. Subtract 5. Yeah, ouch. Worst draw he could literally have today. Let's see if we can still do something with it. Chokri, +5. He's still not a sprinter. Ochoa, +4. Not a sprinter. Chung, +3. Not a sprinter. Okay, Zervis still needs to be the lead out guy, so we'll get Zervis. And ultimately, I think we're going to have to kind of ride for Zervis and then send Aribe late and hope that he can even overtake Zervis at that point. He might not. Chokri is going to move up the order, though. It's Raylanu who's going to get bumped down with the race day condition being what it is, and DeLuna, the only one who's obviously weak and going first. 14.5K to go, so it's going to take us a little bit of time to get up and into position. We don't want to overdo it, but we also have a very weak team in terms of trying to get into place. Breakaway was really strong today. We had 11 riders in the break. They had over 4-minute gap. It took a long time to bring them back, and you could see the fatigue in the legs of a lot of riders as we now hit 11K to go, and DeLuna still has not gotten us clear. Let's try to get over to the open space here in the road. And let's make sure we're getting everybody back. There's Chokri, there's Zervis. Aribe is finally coming through. Okay. And DeLuna, let's speed it up. 9K to go. We need to try to get clear as the Peloton splits in half and we catch the breakaway. This is going to give us a little bit of an opportunity here to squeeze our way through the field a little bit and try to establish a little bit of a gap. DeLuna, let's check back in, make sure we've got everybody in place, and we do, and we're in that prime position with 6K to go. This is where you want to be. This is also the time to gel up for everybody. So Chung, just keep chugging along and see if we can stay ahead of these guys. 4K to go. Ochoa now. 3.5K to go. Start your sprint. Raylanu. These guys aren't that fast, but can we stay ahead? 2K to go. Chokri. 1.5K to go. On to Zervis, leading out Aribe now. Okay. We're in the prime position. We are in the prime position. I can tell you already, we're going to get that top 10. 800 meters. Aribe, he might run out short just before the line. Like I said, that resistance is terrible. But there's no way he's going to drop outside of a top 5. Fast as Havoc. 73.70. Much better resistance. Rosner, similarly bad in resistance for Mullen. Got to watch out for him. All right, Aribe. Time to shine, buddy. 800 meters, maybe 750. He's in the prime seat. Red bar's going to hang on just to the end, and we get our first win. Yes. Yes. It's going to be good for the sponsorship, and we timed it just right. So Aribe can do just about 800 meters. I mean, that was almost inch perfect. You can see he's got 3% red bar left, meaning he would have gone 10 meters more before running out. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed, first win. And we are back in Rhodes for stage 1 of a 3-stage tour of Rhodes. We now go up the gravel, but this is the type of gravel that isn't considered like cobble, just visual. And Chung, who actually went down in a crash a little bit ago, back up. One of the riders in that crash out of the race, but otherwise everybody else okay. Big Cat 2 climb here. This is a hefty climb for a team really terrible at climbing, such as we are. So let's hope that we actually get to the top of this one. I would imagine at the pace we're going, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. 3 riders, 5.5 minutes up the road, though. Really got to watch out for that as we start to lift the pace at some point to begin bringing that back. If they do that before we hit the top of this climb, we're suddenly going to find ourselves in a whole heap of trouble. But the pace seems to have lifted again, both for the front group and for the Peloton. Gerardo and Ochoa are feeling it, but they're protecting the leaders. And as long as the leaders are okay, we're fine. Now, speaking of leaders, on paper, Uribe's speed makes him the favorite today. So let's see if we can actually pull something off. We are on already another sponsor objective, and the objective is to win a stage. So this seems like a good opportunity. Uribe +2 today. I haven't looked to see how much of an impact that's going to be. 67 resistance, 75 sprint, 77 acceleration. If he's the favorite on paper with those type of bonuses, it would be a shame to lose this one today. Okay, the gap's down under 4 minutes. Peloton has split. We're down to 75, but I've got my entire team up here. We're also in position to go ahead and get water. Gerardo really getting hung up there. Not a terrible time to get some water, but Raylanu and Ochoa get split off there momentarily. And okay, we really need to up the pace. These guys are struggling. Pace is massively picked up here. And this is awfully early for that to happen. But in terms of climbing, there's a little hill right here. There's a bigger hill at about 35K to go. And then another short hill just before that sprint point near the end. That one shouldn't do much damage, but the other one certainly could. Ochoa out the back. Set him to auto. We'll see if he actually makes it back up there. It's okay if he doesn't. I mean, Ochoa's not a big part of what we're doing, so him getting dropped along with a handful of riders is not a terrible thing. Peloton less than 70 is certainly a good opportunity. 2 minutes for 3 riders that are being chased pretty hard. 2 minutes is dangerous with 40K to go, but not so dangerous that I worry that we won't catch them. It's just 3 riders. If it was 7 or 8 riders, I think we might be in trouble. All right, big climb. This is the one I got to worry about. Let's up that effort. Gerardo pushing back to get up front. Ochoa, this is your time, buddy. If you're going to get back on, you got to get back on right now. And he's on, but will he stay on? We'll find out as we go over the top. I don't think so. He is dropped again. Made contact momentarily. Pushed too hard. He was already pretty fatigued trying to get back. But that was his shot. 31K. We get through this one fine, other than Ochoa, obviously. Gap down to 1:18. Peloton just split again. Down to 39. This is good for the GC, not just the stage. Uribe looking strong. Zervis looking strong. Raylanu looking strong. So we are in really good shape. Gerardo, the only one who is quite fatigued, besides Ochoa, of course. 20K to go. We're going to start our push soon. Gap's only down by 20 seconds, though. So those front 3 still holding out for now. But with 19K to go and 50 seconds, that's not going to hold up. It is back together up here, unfortunately. No. Let's get over the top of this little punchy thing, and then that's the last hill of the day. And now we're at 15K. Just about time to have a move. Okay, few riders are dropped, but just that. 14K to go. All right, just a hair. Chung just went down. We just lost Chung. And he crashed solo, and they said he's not getting up. Is he going to ride on? No, Chung out injured. Well, we just lost a rider now. 11K to go. Let's hope we don't lose any more. Uribe follow Zervis, right? Yes. Raylanu, we're getting used to who we have. Shokri, obviously, the next one in line. And we can't push too hard because, well, we're already down 2 riders, and Gerardo is not going to last long as we push forward with 11K to go. So use him to get us up there, but we're going to be on Chokri already at 9K to go. I do worry about the state of affairs on this stage at the moment. 8K to go. Alright, starting to get a little later on. But we are not out front. We are not in that comfortable position. This is not where I like to be. But Uribe is in better shape today. He can go a little bit further out. I think he can handle a kilometer sprint. 5K to go. Okay. Gel. What the heck? Time got short fast. Get us up front, Chokri. Breakaway's caught. 3.9K. Raylanu. Come through, and start your sprint.
His race is over. And off he goes. He's giving it one last go.
2K to go. This is a little early. It's a little early. Uribe, save it. 900 meters. There's a little downhill. So we can go now. He's only got one guy to beat. Come on. He's got it. He's going to hang on. He's actually sitting up. He's got red bar still. He's sitting up. All right, Uribe gets one. Zervis gets third. Back-to-back wins for Uribe. And where it counts, 2 sponsor objectives complete. Happy with things so far. That one, we started a hair too early, but we were able to recover and keep position. Really only one guy, Van Dalen, challenging, and we were able to beat him in the end, recognizing that you got that little bit of a downhill towards the finish really makes a difference. But one thing that is quite evident at the end of this stage is that PCM 21, you can actually race it out with bends in the road late in the stage. In years past, it just locks you in and you're stuck where you're stuck, and you can be on the outside of the road, you could be on the inside of the road. There's no advantage, there's no disadvantage. Everybody completes the turn in the same amount of space and time. Now there's actually racing through corners. So we've shifted over into France now, Paris-Troyes, and I worry about this one. There's no World Tour teams here, but there's quite a few strong, big Continental Pro teams. The big Continental Pro teams, Arkea Samsic for one, B&B for another. They're making things really difficult on us right now, and it's another sponsor objective. We've got to crack that top 10, and that is easier said than done right now based on how things are. One, there's 13 riders in the break, and with 60K to go, they still have a 4-minute gap. And actually, it's going out right now. It's going out massively. I think we're giving up on it. No. The field sat up. This is not good. This is really, really not good. We're going to have to contribute to this for sure. Wang pushing already. I need to get more guys forward. We can't afford this to suddenly be a 13-man break victory, so we contribute and others start contributing again. So that's good. But are we going to be able to catch them with 60K to go? I don't know. And the sad thing is Uribe looking so good today. 76-78. Has he leveled up? Was he a 72? Is he now a 73, 75? Resistance is a 62 still, so that hasn't changed anyway. But 71 today on that resistance is fantastic. DeLuna and Wang, though, doing all the work and not getting much support. Now they get a little bit. Chevalier. That's a good, strong rider. We're having to go up against these guys and meanwhile try to survive. Now a lot of our team members are going to have to ride without protection. That's not going to be easy. This is going to be a difficult run-in. It's come down by a minute, though, in a very short period of time, so there's still hope.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Get water to Uribe and Chokri and be done with it, please. And DeLuna. And then he's going to have to just join the mix up here. Down to 245. 3 hills left to cover. I think the finish line looks a little bit uphill. Slightly. Just slightly. But that's going to be a factor. DeLuna, Gel. Wang is about to get dropped. Set him to auto. 107 in the Peloton, but you can see a lot of riders struggling near the back, and now it splits 41. Yowzer. Big split. All right, we need to reassess. What do we need? We need to protect Aribe. Okay, we need to up the effort. Chokri, go ahead and protect Zervis and up your effort. DeLuna is going to start to fall back, but Low has taken over at the front. It's down to 218. 218, so it's definitely coming back. Low, Gel, DeLuna, 105 in the Peloton. But I have a feeling we're going to see another split as we begin the next hill. And I think whatever gets split this time is not going to make it back on. You can see a group of riders here going out the back. Under 100. Low struggling now at the back. So Gerardo's going to have to go forward. Okay, well, the chase continues, and it's down to 1:17. I think the chase is on now. So we set the bar, we set the tone, we got it back in check. Gerardo's going to need to gel. We're not going to have much of a lead out here. This is not going to be our normal sprint by any means. It's going to be late, and it's only going to be a few riders. Glad we caught that, because if that thing went out 10, 20, 30 seconds more, I don't think it would have been brought back. Other teams would not have contributed. We would have been on our own, and there's no way we're strong enough to pull that back alone. We pulled back some of that time, but most of that was on other teams. It was just the fact that we were contributing that it had any amount of success. Okay, Low is out the back. 88 chasing 13, and I'm down to just 4 riders, and Gerardo is going to start falling back. We're going to be down to 3 riders here in just a moment. Chokri also on the verge. We're going to be down to 2 guys. This is that last climb. We need to up the effort big time right now. Service has to gel up. Uribe's going to be alone. There's a rider going solo. Yeeks. There's another big typo. Translation error with the database. Zervis gets dropped. There's a break here. Aribe, now solo at the front, is going to regain contact, it looks like, but Zervis needs to go protect Aribe, and keeps losing contact. There you go. 11K to go. Just 55 left in the Peloton. 1 off the front. Now 38 in the Peloton. Zervis struggling to get up in position. We had to go through his gel just to still be in the group. But 38 chasing 1. Odds of a top 10 is still looking pretty good at this point. But it would really help if we do get some sort of lead out from Zervis, but I don't think that's going to happen. Uribe's going to be on his own at the end. 6K to go. Gel will come very soon, but we don't have the normal chase that we have. O'Laughlin. Okay, 4.5K. Aribe is going to have to start pushing alone. We're seeing another attack. Siskavicius. Barth. There's the chase. 3.5K. And Aribe now has to start contributing, pushing, staying near the front. 2.5K to go. We're going to just kind of lead out and push for it. That says 1K, but it says 1.3. Okay, sprint is on. Aribe having to go from the front position. We're not thinking about the win here. We're thinking about just trying to survive, but he's going to get on the podium. Will he get the win? Oh, the lunge on the line. Van Gessel just nips Aribe, but I was nervous about getting a top 10. We crushed Buani. We beat Barth. We beat Siskavicius. We get on the podium. Not back-to-back-to-back wins, but Aribe has a little bit of metal. He's got it when it counts. He's got it when he's got a little bit of resistance. And today, again, with a little bit of resistance, solo, no lead out. That close to the win. But podium, yeah, good. Really good. 3 straight podiums, 2 wins, and a second place for Uribe. And this is fantastic for our hopes and dreams on the objectives and taking care of the finances part, even though there wasn't much to take care of. We're having a really good start. Uribe, somebody we want to hang on to. Obviously, the resistance, though, real issue. He's going to be much better served down the road as a lead-out rider than as the guy, as the sprinter, because the lead-out guys hurt him significantly with that low resistance and that low flat rating. The pure sprint is all he's got. This should be a good look on that finish. Looks like Uribe's ahead at this point, and it looks like he's ahead at the finish. Boy, from that angle, it looks like we got screwed. The live angle, I thought he was just ahead too. The overhead, Uribe looks to cross the line first. That little right-hand kink might have been the difference. Shorter distance to the line. That's all the angles. No additional, no side angle. No finish line side angle. Without it, you can't tell properly. I mean, obviously he was coming up faster, but then we seem to be kind of maintaining that side-by-side deadlock. Our circle's further ahead than his circle. Uribe being a smaller guy, I mean, after the line, when they slow down, Uribe's clearly ahead by the width of a tire. But the circle has that same gap. Hard to see where we lost that one, but whatever. Like I said, doesn't matter that we didn't come with 3 straight wins. Really happy with our day, with our effort. That's going to set us in a nice place. At the moment, sponsor confidence is sky high after that result, but let's see where it actually is on the next day. And you can see we're pushing higher, ever higher now into the super success category. So we're about 88% right now on the evaluation. And that's 4 straight successes in the objective. So we're getting 100% evaluation, but 0 in the other categories as we have a team of total unknowns. But Tour of Rhodes, winning the points classification for Uribe and a top 5 in the overall after Uribe won 2 stages. He actually won stage number 3, which we didn't show. So that actually was 3 wins on the trot for Uribe, at least in sprints. Stage 2 was punchy, and he lost a little bit of time, and there was a small group that had won out and gained the time on that one. But 2 stage wins, 20 seconds gained, added up to getting all the way back up into 5th place for the overall. But as you can see, we've got nothing, 0 popularity even for Uribe. He's not an unknown, but he's just local on the reputation at 31 years of age. This season, if we continue to get some results for him, we might get something. I doubt he leveled up. I think he might have already been the 73, 75. There's the new results screen that they updated. One of the few changes for the year, but it's a nice one. It's a lot more handy. You see a lot more information, condensed, simplified, and easy to see because you get the 4 main result categories. You get that win for the Grand Prix. You get that 5th overall with the 1st in the points, 5th in the KOM, 2nd Prix de Rhodes. I mean, 8th in Slovenia. It's a good start. I mean, we went from really struggling those first couple of races, trying to find the balance, to he wins 3 straight sprints and 2nd by mere millimeters in the 4th one. Looking pretty solid. I'm happy with where we're at. I mean, he's already got 3 wins on the year. 19th in the Continental rankings right now. Again, handy information just right there. Nice and convenient. I like that. They didn't do a whole lot for this year, but the things they've done, some of those small things have a big impact. But again, outside of maybe hanging on to a rebate, there's not much quality with this team. So we're going to be letting a whole lot of guys go and looking to replace. So scouting, big thing coming on our season. But here's where we sit in the early days of the rankings. Ineos on top of the World Tour, Alps and Phoenix on top of the Continental rankings. 40th. Not a bad start for a small Continental team that's quite weak. 87 points scored already. So here's the thing. For this series, what I'm intending is new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every week, regardless. Hoping to get that schedule consistently locked down. That is going to do it for this one, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. Like, subscribe, comment, get that algorithm. Like I said, it's those first 3 episodes that really has the impact on whether or not a series is going to be successful. Episode 4 on, click that like button anytime you want. Comment anytime you want to actually participate in some sort of discussion. I do respond. The channel's not so large. The comments aren't so many that I ignore people. I respond to probably 50% of the comments at this point. So I do get involved in those discussions. So from this stage forward, that's on you if you want to, participate and discuss. Like button always appreciated, as it keeps the algorithm going and pumping and making sure that the series is available to you and visible to you. But as a subscriber, the series will pop up. And with 3 episodes every week, all year round, there's plenty of PCM content to come. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.